Welcome to another video from Gradelink websites. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the exact steps you need to take in order to embed a scheduling calendar on a particular page. Now, there are actually two ways you can do this. One is by dropping an appointment module into the page after setting up the appointment type, and the other involves embedding using the integration between forms and appointments in order to embed an appointment into a form and then embed the form into the page. So we'll go through both processes fairly quickly. First step will be to log into your site, and from the dashboard sidebar here, then we'll go ahead and go to appointments, and you can click on appointment types. Once we get there, it'll load up the appointments, simply schedule appointments dashboard, and we can see we have 3 appointment types on this site. So the one we'll want to embed is the TriQuest enrollment meeting. It's important to make sure that this is set up prior, the specific appointment type that you want, it's set up prior to embedding it, of course. Now, there is a guide. If you click on Visit Help Center over here on the right hand side, you can actually pull up the Simply Schedule Appointments Help Center, and they actually have an article that talks about how to embed using Divi, because Divi is the theme being used on the site. So there is actually an appointment booking. So there's an existing SSA and Divi integration, which means you can actually use the appointment booking tool to embed something right on your site. So once your appointment type is set up, you can actually go straight to the page where you wish to embed, click on Enable Visual Builder, and from here we can click on the gray plus button to add a new module, and you'll see that there is a module. It actually shows up at the top of the list here called Appointment Booking. We can click on that. Click on the Booking Type tab here. By default, it's going to show all, which means all the appointment types are going to show up there. But we want only the TriQuest enrollment meeting. We're going to select that from the drop down, then click on the green check mark. And you can see already here in the preview, we've got the TriQuest enrollment meeting is already showing up. If we want to put text before that, we can put another module in, a text module, and we can set up some text prior to embedding the calendar. If you want to link the contact us, then we can do that by putting the mail to link, and target for our email address should be none. All right, so we've got that, and if we want to align this text, we certainly can. We can center it, or we can just leave it as is. So you can style that text however you like. So now we've got text, and we have the booking calendar right below that. So that's one simple way of doing it. The other way would be to integrate it with a form. So this is the finished page with just that appointment type booking, and there we have it. If you want to have a little bit more control over certain aspects of it and maybe ask additional questions in addition to booking the time, then sometimes the form is a better way of doing it. So you can click on Forms, and you'll want to create a new form. I'm actually going to, just for the sake of example, click on an existing contact form here, and let's say this one we wanted to add the appointment to. So it's a simple matter of going to Add Fields, then under Advanced Fields we have an appointment, And here we go. By default, again, it shows all appointment types, but we can actually uncheck the box for all and select TriQuest enrollment meeting because that's the specific one we want. And we can change the field label to say book a time. And you can actually name certain form fields to this appointment booking. So information that's collected through the appointment booking section of the form can actually be mapped from fields that come prior, like the name and email can automatically populate into the appointment notification. So once we have that, we can save the form, and the way you embed that is simply by clicking on Embed, and you can copy the short code using this. Since we're not using the block editor, we're using the Divi. And then once you've copied that short code, you can simply go to your page, insert a text module, or take an existing text module and place that short code into the text module. Now, typically you want to change the title to false because you don't want the paid form title to show up. And then once that's done, then you'll see what it looks like once we exit Visual Builder. So exit Visual Builder, and we can see now, oh, it may be that because we already have an appointment set up on the page, it might not display that particular field. So we'll remove the appointment. And we can also put this in to a separate text module. And we're just going to go ahead and save this and then see that form show up. Oh, the reason why it's not showing up still is because this form is actually deactivated. So keep that in mind. You need to make sure that the form is active. It can actually show the appointment and the form. So here we go. There's the form. So it has the form and then it has the appointment after that. So depending on which way you prefer, you can either use a Simply Schedule integration with Divi to place the module directly in the page, or you can go ahead and embed it into a form and then embed the form on the page. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please reach out to Gradelink website support with any additional questions.